World at War, despite being the first iteration of zombies, had the least amount of zombies cut content. Let's get into it. Juggernog had a completely different jingle. You can actually find it in the files, and it was sung by Craig Houston, and I'll let you guys listen to this.
Life is hard, sometimes cruel. What to do? Toughen up, you know you should, but how to? A thicker skin could help you climb out of this life. A little help can help you beat your demons up. Are you sure you're really ready for the answer? Jugga, 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 jugga.
Shinonuma was actually originally going to have a any gun chalk, which kind of sounds like it would have just been chalk that maybe you could buy ammo for any weapon from or buy any gun you wanted from. Would have been kind of overpowered, so in all honesty, good thing they didn't add that. It would kind of come back in the form of Gobblegum, I think. I don't remember what it was called. No, not wall power. It just lets you buy ammo for any gun off of any wall buy besides wonder weapons. And of course, there were the weapons that were cut. You know, some of them including the Sten, the Bren, the Linefield. There was another cut weapon called Brains, and it was a first-person zombie attack. This kind of seems like maybe the player would have been able to play as a zombie at some point. It was shown in the trailer, but it just never made it in. There were mortar rounds that you could buy that costed 2,000, but, you know, they ended up getting cut. This would have been pretty cool to see, but, I mean, at the end of the day, it's not really a huge loss. It's just like, huh. That's interesting. Originally, the Pack-a-Punch jingle was much longer and had a whole story to go with it. There was a perk machine called Ammo-Matic that was supposed to appear in Shinonuma and Doris. Gave the player max ammo for 10,000 points. This would come back in Cold War, where you could just buy it from the crate. Not a perk machine, just a little crate. There was a cut game mode called Payload. This game mode would have been a player escort, where you escort a payload for a set amount of time. It's in several text streams just left over. I'm glad they didn't add it, but even if they did, it's not like you're being forced to play it. It's just like one of those things that's just like, that's not really fun, that's kind of boring. There was going to be a map pack 4 that had 4 DLCs in mind. Those being Coast, which was scrapped and reworked into Call of the Dead. There was Farm, there were leftover models that remain in the game. Macon, there's some leftover script files. Paris, which was going to release in Map Pack 4, but was scrapped and reworked for Black Ops 1 before it was eventually just turned into Moon. And there was a map called Theater, which was planned to release in Map Pack 4, and it was reworked into Kino der Toten and dropped in Black Ops 1. And the last bit I have here are 2 different zombie types. There was going to be a crawler zombie in World at War, which I think this was reworked into the Nova Crawler, because there is crawlers in the game, but this sounds a lot like the Nova Crawler, and you know, someone probably confirmed that. I haven't found anything on it. There was an engineer zombie. There's some model files that remain in the game. It was planned to be the primary boss in the Coast map. They ended up replacing it with George Romero, you know, obviously when it got turned into Call of the Dead, but they didn't get rid of the engineer forever, as they put him into Dead Ops Arcade. This is like one of the shortest ones. Like, there was just not much on World at War that I could find. I am 100% sure there's more out there. I just couldn't find it. So if you guys know of anything, go and let me know. The next episode is going to be Black Ops 4, so be ready for that because there is a lot. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.